I have so many big aloe vera plants that today we emptied the buckets that we had of liquid momentum, and so in 15 minutes with Moisey helping me, we went around and gathered these cuttings and filled the 3 cans back up again. Now we're going to take the machete and just chop them up into smaller pieces. They're so soft, we just take the machete and just push it down in there. We don't have to hold them and cut them individually. The machete just acts kind of like a food processor. You push it down in there, it cuts them up into smaller pieces. We don't actually have to do this because the gel will come out of the leaves anyway, but cutting them up into smaller pieces where there's more cuttings, I've just found it lets the gel dissolve into the water a little bit faster. So now then, these 3 buckets were all overflowing with leaves. Now that we've chopped them up in smaller pieces, you can see that they're maybe 7/8 full, something like that. And then we can fill our bottles back up and water our trees again. I water all my trees, fertilize them with the liquid every 2 weeks. Now after I had them all chopped up into kind of a salad, I filled the cans up with water. I'm going to estimate these are about 100-liter plastic trash cans. You see, got that filled with water, got that one filled with water, and I'm finishing this one right now. That ought to do right there. And now I'm going to put lids on top of these and let them sit and cook for about 2 weeks. Basically, the leaves of this aloe vera, I don't know, probably 95% are gel. And so after 2 weeks, this is just going to be left with a terrible froth on top. It's just the worst smelling stuff you can imagine. And we'll take that off and we'll have some liquid aloe vera fertilizer. And I'll have about 300 liters of it. But you're going to see that all of those leaves that you saw at the beginning of this video that were filling these buckets have just gone. And there won't be probably 1 Coke bottle left of residue when we're finished. So it's been 2 weeks since we started 3 buckets, 3 containers of aloe leaves, and you saw earlier in the video the buckets were completely full of leaves, completely full. Now I'm going to show you what's left. Just let it keep running up. And as I've said before in other videos, this is about the nastiest stuff you could ever imagine smelling. So this residue here on top is what's left from this full container of aloe leaves 2 weeks ago. And my coworkers don't even want to put their hands in this, so this is one of the jobs that John Bud gets to do. There's 1 bucket. It's nasty. 2 buckets. So there we go. I've got 3 buckets of what I call tea. Been cooking for 2 weeks, so it's got all kinds of good stuff in it, bacteria and whatever the other terms are. And after 2 weeks in 3 containers, that's what's left of the leaves. Not much. 2 gallons of leaves. So I'll take this and put it in the compost pile and let this go ahead and deteriorate with make some compost. But this is the tea. It's terrible. When you make this stuff up, you're going to think that you left and went on vacation and a raccoon got in your refrigerator and died. That's bad. So there we are. 1 liter of aloe vera gel, diluted. It's not pure. It's diluted with the water that you saw me add to the bucket the first time. And we'll take this, and on each of my citrus trees, orange trees and lime, we'll put half a bottle. Just pour it right around the roots. And it's a great root stimulator. Helps the tree to grow. So there you go. The liquid doesn't smell near as bad after you get the solid stuff out, but it's pretty bad. So you definitely want to use a container that has a lid. And trust me, keep it downwind from wherever you sit. Great. That's it.